Hello humans and otherwise, I am Addie and welcome back to my blind Let's Play of Dragon Quest XI! I was a bit busy in between videos. I actually leveled up everyone to 48. I spent a lot of money getting new equipment for them as well these characters that I'm using anyway. Not so much these people, although Eric did get the old sword that Eddie had. Yeah, that's basically what I did. So I went to the monsters outside to try them out, and they were pretty powerful, so I figured I'm probably under-leveled, and I should probably level up a bit, so I did. Now, let's move on. I don't want to go and have issues with the next bosses and such, because I'm under-leveled. But I got to the point where some of the monsters actually started fleeing after I started the encounter, so I figured that was probably enough. Didn't even take that long to level up. It's plenty of EXP.
My boy, please! Your reckless heroics will get you killed.
Fear not, father. I will take all necessary precautions. By the time I return, the mystery of the star will be solved and Gallopolis will be saved.
It is you. Thank you once again for all you did for my son. What in the name of the... Surely this cannot be.
It's been a while, eh, Your Majesty? Years, in fact. I haven't seen you since the Colloquy of Kings, and the disaster that followed.
Lord Robert, please, you must listen. What we were told about the Luminary was false. He is not the spawn of the darkness after all. Alas, we were all deceived by King Carnelian. We allowed the world to be destroyed. We brought this disaster upon ourselves.
Yeah, he knows a thing or two about that. He was there when it all went down in terms of, well, the reveal of that at the tree.
Oh, come on, Your Majesty. We can hardly be blamed. This is Mordegon's doing. He's the one who possessed King Carnelian and caused all this chaos. This is down to him and no one else.
Lord Robert.
Now, listen. We need to talk about that star. If Erdwin's lantern falls much further, Gallopolis is done for. What do you know about it?
Sadly, very little. I have tasked my finest scholars with investigating its origins, but they have discovered nothing. There is one thing that may be of interest. My son Faris claims to have been able to make out runes on the surface of the barrier that surrounds the star.
That could be useful information.
Runes, eh? This is the first I've heard of a barrier surrounding the lantern, let alone anything being written on it. Was your lad sure of this?
I mean, I'm sure of it. You can look up and see it.
He certainly appeared to be. In fact, he has taken one of our most learned scholars to the Celestial Sands in order to investigate the runes more closely. It is there that we believe the star will make its landing.
I see. Reckon we'd better go and take a good look at these runes ourselves, eh? Shall we head out after the prince?
It would put my mind at ease if you would, Lord Robert. I cannot help but worry about him being abroad in such dangerous circumstances. You have my thanks. I will instruct the guards to permit you passage through the checkpoint. Journey safely.
Alright. Place we've been to before, right? Well, there were a bunch of cats in here originally. Not seeing any now. Anything new in these jars? Probably not. I think there were a lot of kitties I couldn't pet. And here's the archery person I've been hearing about like the whole game, but I've always ignored. was like, oh, you have to beat 5 targets in each area, or it doesn't count. That's the total number you've done, doesn't matter. Really? I don't think I've got enough for any of them now. I'm not really gonna go looking either. Yeah, Celestial Sands checkpoint. Yeah, I've been fighting a lot of these monsters for a while, all the monsters in this area. Plenty of EXP to be had. It's those chimeras. I encounter them in battle, and sometimes they just run away immediately. Like, if the monsters are fleeing...
No. You agreed to do this. Come. We must move closer. We cannot hope to read the runes from here.
But, Your Highness, I am sorry. It is too dangerous. I'm afraid I must refuse.
Do you have a means of deciphering the symbols without entering the Celestial Sands?
Well, no. But...
Oh, Princey Pooh! Hello, darling. Long time no see.
I'm surprised he didn't react when he came out of the throne room.
Sylvando! What an... unexpected pleasure.
The Sultan said you were out here in the scary sands trying to read runes of a falling star. Huh. Guess you grew up to be quite the brave boy,
I am simply doing my duty to my people. But what about you? What brings you to the sands?
The same thing as you, Your Highness. We have come to investigate Erdwin's lantern.
Sir Hendrik? The Sir Hendrik? Ah, the hero of Heliodor, here in my kingdom!
Yep.
You know who I am, Your Highness?
But of course! You are my hero! You are every aspiring knight's hero! To serve under your command is my life's ambition!
I am honored, Your Highness. The courage you have shown in venturing out here suggests that you would make a fine knight, wherever or whomever you serve.
Truly, you have no idea how much your words mean to me. Oh, thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, he's coming out here alone. He doesn't have any guards or anything. This area is dangerous. And he's trying to get the scholar to go out there. He's like, hey, we need to go out there and do this. Is there any other way to do it? No, then get out here and do it. So yeah, he's really showing what he can do now.
Sorry to butt in, Your Highness, but might I ask how your investigations are going? You were looking a wee bit frustrated back there when we arrived.
Indeed I was, old man. That fool of a scholar is too frightened to accompany me any further into the sands.
I mean, it was always you previously who was too frightened. Without a huge amount of guards, then even then you were scared.
I am not one for learning. The symbols will mean nothing to me, which leaves me in quite a predicament.
Yeah.
Well, I think I might be able to help out there, if you'll allow me.
You are some manner of wizened ancient? Excellent! I would be very much obliged. The runes can be best seen from the ruins in the center of the sands. Meet me there.
Oh, the Stonehenge. Yeah, that makes sense. I remember mentioning that before. Like, what is this for? It's got to be for something, and there it is. Yeah, I fought a couple of these things too while grinding. They're big uns. A person is laying there? Will be the first person I've seen that's laying around. Oh, it's just you.
Taking a nap, Princey Pooh? And there was me thinking you'd come to investigate the lantern.
No, he at this point he might be actually be laying on the ground to look up at the lantern.
Truly, It is even more magnificent when one lies directly beneath it.
Yep, he is.
How many can say that they have seen such glories up close?
Yeah, he's laying down to look at it. Another one of these things.
You're a special one, darling. Don't go changing,
No one can
What are
see
these
it, but
ruins,
Eddie.
anyway? And how come they're out here all on their own in the middle of the desert?
Huh? Oh, they have been here forever. Since the age of our grandfathers' grandfathers, or some such nonsense.
You can't see it nor feel it.
They were built for something very important. I just know it. Ooh! Maybe some kind of stage! What a place to perform, can you imagine?
They wouldn't be showing them doing this, crawling across people and such, for no reason. These things are important. Just don't know why.
You weren't wrong about the runes, Your Highness. I can definitely see some on the side of the lantern. Let's take a closer look, shall we?
To find out what you are. Yes, been seeing things like you for the whole game now, but they're always like blue. Now you're a dark one though.
This means you must be that.
Are you okay, honey? You were talking to yourself, and we all know what that means.
Things past, return to me!
So you're used to try to attack it, but that might not be the best idea because you don't know what it is or what it's doing in the first place.
The lantern!
It's falling! It's falling! It's falling! We're gonna be squished!
Okay.
Lord Robert, it is not safe here. We must fall back.
Oh, give me a minute, will you? I think I can make out what the runes are saying. Las... Moss.
Please, Lord Robert, it is too dangerous.
What is this? What is happening?
He's attacking the lantern.
Now none shall challenge me. This world is mine, and mine alone.
Was that the Sword of Shadows?
The lantern. It has disappeared. The star was named for Erdwin, but can such an ominous phenomenon truly be the work of heroes? Was the foul creature wielding the sword not...
That was no foul creature, Sir Hendrik. That was the savior of Gallopolis. He spared us all from the falling star.
I don't think it's that simple.
The kingdom is saved. My people will surely thank me when I bring them the good tidings. I must return to the city and spread the news. Come and find me at the palace if you need me. Yes!
Kalasmus. What could that mean?
Why don't we go ask the Sultan? It's his kingdom, maybe he knows something.
Aye.
Looks like it didn't quite get what it wanted there. Yeah, hopefully we can get some information on just what really that even was. What exactly is Erdwin's lantern? What does Kalasmos mean? And that creature is saying, now I'll rule the world, yeah. Kinda saying a lot there. But we need more information. Over here, horse. Yeah, and I could just teleport back, but let's ride. That thing actually being destroyed is probably not a good thing in the end. It seems like it's good, but it might not be good. And the music's changed, of course. Hey, now the cats are all back. Kitties I still can't pet. I would imagine, anyway.
It is a relief to see you safe, my friends. When the star shattered, I could not help but fear the worst. Faris has explained all that came to pass out upon the sands. It seems a savior appeared and destroyed the lantern before it could lay waste to my kingdom.
Aye. Though, I wouldn't go calling him your savior just yet. Anyway, never mind that now. There's something I want to ask you, your majesty. The runes on the barrier around the star, they spelled out a word. Kalasmus. Does that mean anything to you?
Kalasmos. Sadly, it does not.
Well, if it was written on the side of a star, you can bet it means something. Something important.
Yes!
Yeah, but we can't go letting it distract us too much. Mordigan's not going to defeat himself. We've work to be getting on with.
Lord Robert, your quest to defeat the Lord of Shadows is a noble one. The people of Gallopolis will be praying for your success.
Yes, and if there is ever anything you require, you need only ask. After all, I still owe you a favor.
I clean forgot. We need to ask the Sultan about that hammer that used to belong to Erdwin.
Yep, so let's do that.
Is there something I can help you with, Lord Robert?
As a matter of fact, there is. I need to pick your brains about a giant hammer that's supposed to be kept here in Gallopolis. We're going to need it to defeat Mordegon, and apparently, you lot have had it since the Age of Heroes.
A giant hammer, you say? Ah, yes. You mean the forging hammer? It has been in the royal family for generations. Varys, fetch the forging hammer from the treasure room.
Yeah, it's like, if you need it to defeat the Lord of Shadows, well, you can have it. By all means, take it. I want you to have it.
Aye, this is it. This is Erdwin's hammer, the one we saw in the vision.
Father, do you truly intend to give the hammer away? We had intended to sell it in order to fund this year's Sun Nation.
Silence! Insolent boy. The forging hammer is one of Gallopolis' greatest treasures. It has been handed down through the generations since time immemorial. But if we must relinquish it, then so be it. You are the only ones who can defeat the Lord of Shadows. If you need it, it is yours.
Now, we're just gonna sell it. It's not a big deal to us. But dealing with Mordegon is much more important than funding the next Stand National. So take it.
My nurse once told me that the power of the spirit of the land resides within the forging hammer. It is said that it can beat even the hardest of metals into shape. At least, I think that is how the story goes. Well, I hope it helps you on your quest. Best of luck, dear friends. I shall be expecting good news.
Just shows you how much this kingdom cares about priceless artifacts. They don't. They'll just selling them for money, they don't care. So, I did all that grinding to level up and everything. And then didn't even need to use it right now. Can I actually go to that? No, I don't think I can just go up top to that island from here. Figures. Wait, can I, is it here? It says someone from Luminary's Landing, so I wonder if can I just do it from anywhere or what? Yeah, apparently. Good. Electric and Mana is better because it was much faster to summon Flammy. I like Flammy better anyway. The battleground. Yes. So the guiding light's been there since the beginning of time. So you're really not going to run out of fire. Well, okay then. Because obviously the next step has got to be this place. Because we need the ore before we can forge anything. course, could have gone to Hato to see if there's any issues there, because there's probably going to be an issue to take care of. This is the next step in the process, anyway. Getting the hammer or the ore, it doesn't matter what order you do it in, really, just as long as you do it. You gotta get them both. Oh no, alien creatures again! Smog bonnet. Yeah, Addie immediately woke up. It wouldn't surprise me if there was like some kind of boss here, which would be useful for all the grinding I did. Yeah, smack. Oh yeah, big reason for the grinding is, of course, not just the levels, because I seem to be underpowered, but because I needed the money. I couldn't afford all the equipment I needed. This Serena's shield too, because I need my healer to have some defense. It's no good if she gets KO'd constantly.
All is well that ends well.
I also gave him some useful abilities. Like Serena has that chance to double cast any magic she casts. And Addie got a big old, where is it? I don't see it anywhere. Oh, maybe what I unlocked was actually a pep power. That's possible. It's not an ability I can just use. There was like a big lightning attack that hits everybody, but it might be a pep power since I don't see it on the list. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's a physical ability, okay. Batters all battle enemies with bolts of blazing lightning. Costs a lot, though. Alright. Using Caracal a lot when I was grinding because it just hits everybody. It's supposed to hit everybody? Are pretty darn useful, of course. The next abilities I really gotta get in their skill trees is like powering up their pep state and just being able to pep up at will. Yeah, looks like I just gotta go through here to keep on going down, huh? Just narrow passageways. I don't think Brighten Rocks and Red Eyes are quite what we're looking for in terms of the ore we need. In order to craft a Sword of Light. It's probably gonna be a boss guarding it. It'd be shocking if there wasn't. That costs too much MP. Might not even be a healing point before the boss. I mean, we've had times when that wasn't the case. But yeah, I'm stopping the enemies pretty quick now.
Another day, and
Oh, there's a rest point over there. Okay, nice. Oh no! A mimic chest! Ah boy, this is gonna be a tough one. Oh, of course, steal the MP of someone who can't restore it normally. But at the very least, there's a fire nearby. So that's okay. Well, try it anyway. Aha! Double attack. And of course, it doesn't work the other time. And of course, saying it doesn't work doesn't necessarily mean it can't work, just that it didn't.
May heaven's winds propel thee hence!
Of course, now I'm going to constantly hope Serena double casts, but there's probably a low chance of that actually happening. Does this say what the percentage actually is? Just that there's a chance. And of course, she happened to get that chance on a spell that did nothing. There you go, full heal.
You shall not prevail!
And now that I know that certain abilities I have that I can't use, I gotta use certain pep powers in order to activate them. It makes more sense why I'm getting that kind of stuff when I can just get an ability to pep up whenever I want. That's the only way to really use those abilities properly. Like, I can pep people up, use Hendrick's pep up ability, and then use his other ability, which will then allow him to, well, it says, all attacks will be directed at him, and he'll just flat out be invincible. So I can just do that and be completely immune to all damage for a while. Although that probably will follow the usual rules that I'm familiar with.
Victory is ours.
If it's an attack that hits everybody, it'll still hit everybody anyway. The only time it'll only work on only focus on him, is if he was the only, if it was only one target anyway. Because that's how games like to do that kind of thing. Now you mount. An inscription is carved in the ancient stone. It looks like as if it was left by the Watchers. Watchers fluid above world. Watch, protect. This island is home, here from beginning. Not just home to Watchers, home to Ore, special Ore, or to banish darkness. So it is definitely where we need to be, according to the Watchers themselves. May as well. Maximum focus increases by 1! Always end up with such little things. Yeah, let's just rest now. Been using a bunch of MP. Do more grinding here if we want to, but don't really need to. So everyone's level 48 now. I did a bunch of grinding off screen. That was the whole idea. Yep. The only thing you could help me with is like leveling me up even more, give me better equipment, give me a lot of money so I can afford better equipment, even though there's really not much equipment to buy. But other than for characters that I've, already... They're running away! It's running away! That one's not, though. Well, I didn't want to fight anything before I went down further. I wanted to start with, like, full everything, but, then... this thing attacked. I saw that flash, like, critical spell! Dang, Hendrik, double attack? What's going on with you? The inscription has been carved into the ancient stone. It looks as if it was left by the Watchers. That's basically the same thing, it said, so it's not a big deal there. Down we go! Of course, there's a chest there, but we can't get to it. Could just, plow through the wall or something. We got Hendrik with his giant axe. Surely you can push the wall aside with that thing. But no, characters in RPGs never do anything smart. It's like when you're playing Resident Evil or something. You got a big shotgun. You can't just blow a door off its hinges and keep going. Oh. They came. Monsters serving Dark One. Came to steal ore. Fierce battle. Watchers fought monsters. Much bloodshed. Much sacrifice. Peaceful land ruined. Now known only as battleground. So that was the fight. Okay, Mordegon's goons came here. So there was a big battle over what happened. What? Why are you here? Well, we try going this way, and these things just like to run. Ah. Goddess Tiaras, Saintestresses. Yeah, these monsters are like, no, no, no! I'm over-leveled for them, which is just fine with me! What is this? Is there actually a monster in disguise or something? Oh, they're handsome. Fancy a quick puff puff? No. I mean, there is an achievement for getting, like, every type of puff puff. I mean, getting a puff puff probably could be something really silly. But I don't still feel like doing that right now. Bone Dragon! It kind of looks like... well, there's like 3 of them. I know that if I go down there, they are going to get out. Well... Aggie of Evolution? I mean... you're really terrible. Yeah, you try to look like you're just a pile of bones, but then you immediately get up. whenever I want. Yeah, I'm being pretty bad at this. Yeah, there's like these locked gates throughout the game, and I can't open any of them. Darkwind attacked, battle raged, many fell, precious were lost. But some remains. One day will be needed again, perhaps. Watchers protect last seam of ore. Protect until end. Protect until World Tree calls us home. We're gonna protect this place until we all die. Well, we're on the other side now. A chrono crystal? Well, where's like Robo and Luca and all those crystals? I want those too. I still want to find another mimic. A brain drainer. A shield. A correct barrier capable of blocking incoming spells. Somewhat softens the impact of magical attacks. This can just flat out block spells entirely. Lower block chance, though, but higher defense. Yeah, I'm not really looking to fight things here right now. Big reason to do all the grinding already. Don't have to worry about it now. I can just go, 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 go. I can do more grinding later again if I need to. And I'm completely okay with that. We're just going in, like, went all the way down, but now we're going back up. But being able to access different areas from before. A bad axe. Impairing the attack power of anyone it hits? Well, that could be useful. But it's supposed to be a bad axe. Why is it better? It shouldn't have higher stats. It should be lower stats. It's terrible! Of course, it's a pun, and I get the pun. Erdrea was at peace, then disaster. Dark One came. Hope turned to despair. Only Luminary can defeat him, and only with sword. Sword of precious ore. So, yeah. Everybody knew that this is where the only weapon that could beat Morrigan could be forged. Well, you can only get the ore from here. Unless everyone wanted it. Makes sense. So we basically be here now, or? I mean, I'm not seeing anything interesting here. Overlooked Cavern. Or is this it? Because that does kind of resemble what was in the cutscene.
Something tells me we found our special ore.
Huh? You have got to be kidding me.
Honey, are you okay?
He probably knows what it is.
I'm more than okay. Do you know what this is? It's orichalcum.
Oh, that.
Do you have any idea how much this stuff is worth?
Orichalcum? Well, well. I've read about it in books, but I've never seen it with my own eyes. Are you sure, laddie?
Am I sure, he asks? You bet I am. I steal valuable stuff for a living, remember? This is it. The rarest metal in the world. I wish Mia was here to see this.
I was hoping to get something that's like super fancy, but it's just orichalcum. I see that kind of stuff all the time in games.
So this is the ore we were looking for. I should have guessed. Imagine what a fortune you could make with a lump this big. Sorry. Got a little carried away there. Don't worry, I get it. This here ore is strictly for sword making.
Yes. A lump of orichalcum.
We're one step closer to making that sword, but we've still got a way to go. Let's hit the road.
And there's just nothing here? What did the road do to deserve to be hit? It didn't do to attack the road, it didn't do anything wrong. It just guides people on their way. I like the road. But yeah, a lot of times in games, you're like, oh, get me like 3 pieces of it. And it's like small pieces of it. And I'm like, oh, I can forge dozens of weapons with this now. Like, no, you really wouldn't be able to do that. It's like, give me 1 chunk of mithril, now I can forge mithril gear all the time, and that's all I need. No, not really. That's not how that works. No. Oh. Yeah, look like an area there, but I'm not going to worry about that. It's time to go to Hato. That's the next stop. I keep expecting like bosses, and there aren't any. There's gotta be something going on here, too. There's some kind of issue all the time. Words perplex me. A forge within the mountain? Now is not the time. The beast is abroad. Seek Miko in the temple. Learn there of our plight. Oh, there is some kind of beast here now, huh? Well, I'll explore what this beast is. And knowing how games tend to be, it's a volcano, so it might very well be some kind of dragon, because dragons and volcanoes go together really well in stories and such. But I don't actually know. We're going to find out next time. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video!